It's game one in the Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic as the Sheboygan A's are taking on the Rubicon Red Sox. Home field advantage was determined by a coin flip. It was a coin flip that the Red Sox won, so they'll be the home team. They'll bat in the top or the bottom of the inning. The A's will bat to start the game. Also some rules to let you know about. Every game in this tournament is 7 innings, and all the games in the pool play have a time limit of 1 hour and 55 minutes. So once that limit is reached, no new inning can start. They will finish up the top and bottom of the inning if necessary, depending on the score and if the home team is leading. But no new inning will start. And should the 10-run rule come into play, that will be applied after 5 innings.
Leading off for the A's, center fielder, number 26, Chris Saltzman.
On the mound for the Red Sox, it's Charlie Peterson. A right-hander, and you'll have the lefty Chris Saltzman to lead it off. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. 1-0 to Saltzman. Swung on and popped up in foul territory in play. And the catcher Alex Brewer will make the catch. It's the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
Rest of the batting order after Saltzman, it's Mark Warner and then Josh Moses. Harry Stelk batting in the 4th spot. Mitch Sutton batting 5th. Taylor Grimm in the 6th hole. Hunter Berry will bat 7th. It's Logan Reckert, the DH, batting 8th, and Grant Kasenke in the 9th spot. It'll be Taylor Schwartz on the mound. We'll see him in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch misses up and in for a ball, 1-0. Defensively for the Red Sox, it's Cullen Weiss in left, Tanner Smith in center, and Braden Elliott in right. 1-0, called strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. On the infield, it's Cameron Koplitz at first, Jonathan Dominguez at second, Christian McKelvey playing short, and Mason Wiedmeyer playing third base as there's a ground ball over to first, and Koplitz will pick it up and step on first. That's a ground out, 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. And doing the catching, it's Alex Brewer.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
There's now 2 outs in the inning for Josh Moses. Moses looks at a fastball that missed the top of the zone. A ball and no strikes. Just underway, there's no score. 2 outs in the inning. And that one will be hit up the middle. Past the mound as Peterson tried to get out of the way. And he fell on his backside. It's a base hit.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelk.
So the first hit of the game comes with 2 outs here in the top of the first. We'll bring up Harry Stelk now, who had 3 hits yesterday. They were all doubles. Curveball, missing up and maybe just inside. A ball and no strikes. Peterson gets his sign, and that one misses off the outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. Stelp takes a called strike. So it's 2 balls and a strike now to Stelp, playing third base tonight. Moses at first, and the 2-1 is hit foul to the right side out of play. So the count is even at 2. Now that one is down low, blocked by Brewer. Count will go full to Stelt. And it's Mitch Sutton standing on deck. The full count with the runner going. And it's high for ball 4. Moses on a 3-2 count, 2 outs, was off on the pitch. And he'll reach second as it's a ball 4. Stelt goes to first.
First baseman, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
So the first 2 batters were unable to reach base safely, but with 2 outs, a single and a walk, put 2 runners on, 2 outs for Sutton. Half swing, called strike on the outside, 0-1. Now there's a curveball, and that drills Mitch Sutton. A hit by pitch as it hit him in the back, like his back left shoulder, and that'll load up the bases.
Oh, Taylor Grimm. Taylor Grimm.
They're pulling the program numbers.
Catcher, number 9, Taylor Grimm.
And that'll bring up Taylor Grimm. Bases juiced. 2 outs in the inning. Last night, Taylor Grimm had the big hit in the game, with the game tied at 3. Against the Green Bay Storm, he hit a 2-run double. Halfway up the fence, missed a home run by just a couple feet. And it gave the A's a 5-3 lead at that point. And now he hits that one in the right. That's going to fall in. That's a base hit. That's going to be 1, and Stelt being waved around third. He will score. It's 2-0 A's. So that's back-to-back nights. Grimm comes up with bases loaded and 2 outs. Some clutch hitting. Gives the A's a 2-0 lead.
Oh, you're just going to get funny.
Okay.
Courtesy runner for the catcher.
Okay.
And Cole McClavick is going to come into first.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 24, Cole McClavick.
It's Cole McClavick. The tournament allows a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
But the catcher only. So Grimm is not out of the game. He just won't have to run the bases.
Something's on third.
So Grimm hits one into right. He's able to hit it just in front of Braden Elliott, who pulled up on the ball as it just landed in front of the Red Sox right fielder. So 4 straight men have reached with 2 outs.
Cole McClavick.
And now it's Hunter Berry, and he'll take a strike, 0-1. Josh Moses and Stelt were the ones to score. Sutton goes to third base as McClavick is off on the pitch. And the throw is laid in front of the second base bag as the shortstop McKelvey made the catch in front of the bag. No take applied. McClavick was able to steal rather easily. It was a ball, 1-1 the count. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Now Berry swings and fouls one back, 1-2. One-two count, runners at second and third. There's a curveball that hangs up in the zone for a ball, 2-2. A's in their last few games have fallen behind early. And tonight they're able to turn the tide and take an early run here in the top of the first. As now Berry takes one up near his eyes as he Back steps his way out of the way. It's a full count. A's already have 2 in the inning. Barry swung at one up in the zone and fouled it back. Got a fastball he thought he could handle. Might have been ball 4. And it'll be another payoff pitch from Peterson coming up. And Barry will take one down low. That's ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. That's going to bring up the DH, Logan Reckert.
Designated hitter, number 27, Logan Reckert.
So Reckert now stands in with the bases again loaded. A couple of batters ago, Grimm hit one into right with the bases loaded that gave the A's 2. As that one swung on and fouled back 0-1. So the 8th man to bat in the inning. The first 2 batters were put out. Saltzman popped out in foul territory to the catcher, and Warner grounded into a 3 unassisted. But 5 straight have reached with 2 outs, has led to 2 runs. And Reckert behind that one, fouled back 0-2. Peterson looks in, gets the sign from Brewer, and a timeout called by the catcher, as Brewer's going to take a jog out to the mound and discuss the 0-2 pitch. They'll be going over signs. Now we're set to resume. It's an 0-2 count to Logan Reckert, and Grant Kasenke is on deck. Reckert hits that one right to the third baseman Wiedmeyer. He'll step on third to get the force. It'll be a 5 unassisted to end the inning. The A's do leave the bases loaded, but thanks to Taylor Grimm, they get 2 on a 2-run single. And we'll head to the bottom half of the first. The A's have an early lead against the Rubicon Red Sox in their first game of this Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic Tournament. It's 2-0 A's as Rubicon is coming up next.
For providing medical coverage for your A's this season.
Taylor Schwartz is on the mound for the A's, and he has an early lead. A's spotted him 2 runs before he even throws out his first pitch.
Bill, do you got the what time the game started?
7:30.
Oh, right at 7:30?
Yep. Leading off for Rubicon, left fielder, number 6, Cullen Weiss.
The lineup for the Red Sox, it's Cullen Weiss to lead it off. Christian McKelvey batting second. Alex Brewer in the 3 spot. Cameron Koplitz is cleaning up as there's a swing and a foul, 0-1. Tanner Smith will bat 5th, and Braden Elliott batting in the 6th spot. Justin Martin, the DH, batting 7th. Mason Wiedmeyer batting in the 8th spot, and Jonathan Dominguez will bat in the 9 spot for the Red Sox as there's a swing and another foul back to the backstop, 0-2. Defensively for the A's, in the outfield, it's Mark Warner in left, Chris Saltzman in center, Josh Moses in right. Stelt playing third, Kasinski at short, as that one just missed down and away. 1-2. It's Barry at second base and Mitch Sutton at first, and Grimm is doing the catching for Schwartz. There's a fastball inside corner. That's a called strike. Weiss called out on strikes. 1 up, 1 down for Christian McKelvey.
Shortstop, number 3, Christian McKelvey.
McKelvey playing short for the Red Sox. And he looks at a called strike. 0-1 the count.
Oh,
There's a pitch that just missed the outside corner. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. Now that one's lined past a diving Hunter Berry. Trying to make a backhanded stop. Would have been a very tough play. So it's a single with 1 out.
Catcher, number 19, Alex Brewer.
So it's Alex Brewer, the catcher.
I think he used to play for Manitoba.
As they throw over to first, McKelvey will be back in time.
Yeah, I see that. Former Manitoba Bandits player manager. And a former Oshkosh Giant.
Now that pitch is hit in the left, hanging up for Warner, who will make the catch on the run. In medium left down the line. That's the second out.
First baseman, number 64, Cameron Koplitz.
So now it's Cameron Koplitz, who's batting in the cleanup spot and playing over at first. And he takes one inside for a ball, 1-0. Throw over to first. McKelvey back in time.
Sheila last half inning.
2-0 is their score. A's got 2 in the top of the inning and a 2-run single from Grimm with 2 outs and the bases loaded. As that one
Yeah, I had my slip.
to Koplitz is fouled to the right side out of play. Red Sox have a runner at first. There's 2 outs in the inning. As that one misses off the outside. 2-1. It's McKelvey. He's singled with 1 out. Now that one's hit high in the left, but it's going to stay in the ballpark as Warner's going to drift back and make the catch a couple steps in front of the warning track. And that's going to end the inning.
In the
So
first
a
inning,
single
the A's had the bases
with 1 out is
loaded.
stranded,
If
and
you
we'll
wanna
head
take
to
a look at
the
your
top of the
game
second inning.
program,
A's still
I have a
lead
gift certificate
over the Rubicon Red Sox,
courtesy
2-0.
of 3 Guys in a Grill, and that is for program number 3.
Kasenki will lead it off in the top of the second. It'll be 9-1-2 in the order, as the first pitch from Charlie Peterson is a called strike, 0-1. This is game one of pool play for the A's. They are in Pool C. That pitch misses off the outside, 1-1. Tomorrow they'll play the Pewaukee Muskies. That'll be 5 o'clock. And then they'll finish pool play by playing the West Dallas Nighthawks at 7:30. That'll be following their game against the Muskies. As there's a strike, 1-2. And if the A's can advance out of their pool, the semifinal will be Sunday at 10 a.m. with the championship to follow. Also on Sunday, both those games would be in West Bend. It's now 2-2. And that one's a hard hit ground ball to Wiedmeyer at third base. He'll pick it up and throw in time. Kasenki hit it hard, but he hit it right at the third baseman. It's a 5-3 ground out.
Center fielder, number 26, Chris Saltzman.
So now it's Saltzman, who popped out in foul territory to the catcher. That led off the game. Again, the A's, although they are playing at home, due to a coin flip, are the road team, so they were batting in the top of the innings. There's a called strike, and it's 0-1. Saltzman, the lefty, takes one off the outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Again off the outside, 2-1. There's a fastball at the knees. That's a called strike, and it's 2-2. Now there's a ground ball up the middle. Making the play in front of the second base bag is McKelvey. The shortstop will throw off balance in time for the second out. Hit it right back up the box, but not hard enough to make its way into center, so it's a 6-3 putout.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
So now it's Mark Warner. 2 men out in the inning. A's still lead 2-0 as he'll swing and miss. 0-1 the count. One fastball up in the zone, swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes to Warner. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out over to Koplitz to a 3 unassisted. Oh, 2 fastball that just missed. Maybe just inside. So it's 1-2.
It's close.
And there's a ground ball in the hole. The shortstop, McKelvey, will pick it up and he'll slip and fall. And it looks like he's in some discomfort. Would have been a close play had he been able to stay on his feet as he grabbed that ball in his glove and was ready to set and make a throw. He slipped and fell. Now the trainer's going to come out and see if he's all right. It's going to go down as an infield single. And McKelvey's going to stay in the game. He should be okay. So Warner reaches.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
So that'll bring up Josh Moses, who helped start that 2-out rally with a single. A's would bring 5 straight men to the plate to reach safely, as they scored 2. That was in the last inning, as that one will come in, and that grazed his jersey, but it's enough that'll allow him to first. The second hit by pitch in as many innings. Sutton was also hit last inning. Warner goes to second base.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stout.
And it'll be Harry Stout. Runners now at first and second. Stout walked and eventually scored in the first. This is his second plate appearance, and he takes a called strike on the outside. It's 0-1. A's already lead by 2, looking to add some runs and continuing to pad their lead. Swinging a ground ball, weak ground ball right to Dominguez at second base. He'll pick it up and throw in plenty of time as Stout is out and the inning is over. So the A's strand a couple of base runners. We'll head to the bottom half of the second, and they're still leading over the Rubicon Red Sox. It's 2-0.
Follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter.
Fielder, number 5, Tanner Smith.
Tanner Smith is going to lead it off in the bottom of the second. He's playing center field tonight for the Red Sox as Schwartz puts a fastball that just misses the outside corner. A ball and no strikes. Swinging a foul back. Count moves to 1-1. The second inning for Schwartz. In the first, he got a strikeout on a one-out single, and then back-to-back flyouts to Warner and left to end the inning. As that one is popped up on the infield, and making the call on the catch is Kasenki, the shortstop, for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 27, Braden Elliott.
So it's Braden Elliott, the right fielder, with one out. A called strike, 0-1. Now that one's grounded into the hole at short. Kasenki's going to pick it up flat-footed, and he slipped and fell as he made the throw. Couldn't get enough on it, and that's going to be an infield single.
Justin Martin.
So now it's Justin Martin, the DH. Runner at first. Called strike, 0-1. Throw it to first. Runner is back in time. They pitch down low. 1-1 the count. Martin DHing. This is his first plate appearance. He's batting in the 7th spot. It's a 2-0 lead for the A's. We're in the bottom half of the second. Fastball for a called strike. Put it on the outside, and it's 1-2. And there's a called strike on a fastball. Martin didn't seem to think so, but the umpire rung him up. It's the second strikeout for Schwartz.
Third baseman, number 15, Mason Wiedmeyer.
It's the second out in the inning. And it's Mason Wiedmeyer, the third baseman. There's a fastball. This time can't quite catch the outside, 1-0. Now another throw over. Elliott back in time. Fastball in on the hands and fouled to the right side, out of play.
Bueller,
Foul ball, 1-1.
Bueller, Bueller, Bueller.
Now there's a fastball for a called strike, and now it's 1-2.
Baby. Yeah.
Now that one's popped up in play, and Taylor Grimm's going to make a nice running catch as he stops himself just as he runs into the netting, and that's going to end the inning. So another base hit, an infield single for the Red Sox, but that's all they can muster. And we'll head to the top of the third. A's still lead 2-0.
Distributor of Budweiser products. For every run your A's can score this inning, a
Mitch Sutton will lead it off. We're in the top of the third inning. A's have a 2-0 lead. And there's a curveball for a called strike. 0-1 to Sutton. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Sutton, Grimm, and then Hunter Berry. Now 0-2 to Sutton. Sutton was hit by a pitch and was eventually stranded at third in the first. His second plate appearance of the night. Now a half swing and a grounder foul. That'll roll near the on-deck hitter. So it'll be another 0-2 pitch.
Hate it when that happens.
Now a minor delay as Brewer, the catcher, is having some issues with his equipment. It's like he was tying his shoe and one of his shin guards came unstrapped. Now we're set to restart. It's an 0-2 count. And Sutton takes one down low. So 1-2. Sutton gets a fastball up in the zone, but he fouls it out of play. Still 1-2. A's have 3 base hits, and those 2 runs Rubicon. He's got 2 hits, no runs. Both teams have been errorless so far on defense. 1-2. Lined hard foul up the first base line. Past the first base coach. Still 1-2. It's a 1-2 to Sutton. Nobody out, base is empty. And he'll take a curveball. And it just missed. Looked like it had the plate, but it broke just a bit too late as it missed the top of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a fastball. Close take. Missing. This time off the outside. It's now a full count to Sutton at 3-2. So he fell behind 0-2. He's worked it back full. Now he hits that one in the center. Medium center. And it'll be an easy play for Tanner Smith as he'll make the catch. That's the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 9, Taylor Grimm.
So now it's Taylor Grimm. It's Taylor Grimm. He had the 2-run single with the bases loaded. And now he's going to ground one up the middle off the glove of Jonathan Dominguez. Initially kicked off the heel of his glove. He picked it up and was able to recover and just make the throw in time as Grimm is put out. It's a 4-3.
Second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
So what very nearly turned into a possible E4. Dominguez recovered and made a very strong throw deep in the hole, or up the middle, to retire Grimm. So now it's Hunter Berry. He'll take a fastball up in the zone for a ball. It's 1-0. Berry walked. That was in the first. And he takes a called strike, 1-1. Now Berry gets a fastball up in the zone and he pops it up and making the call on the catch. It's going to be Charlie Peterson as he takes a couple steps, makes the catch to the right of the mound, and that will end the inning. So the A's go 1-2-3 in the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom half of the third.
On a field
It's
in
Sheboygan 2, Rubicon nothing.
Lakeshore Lanes. It is our Lakeshore Lanes.
Usually
Dominguez.
It'll be Jonathan Dominguez, 9-1-2 in the order. And a first pitch ground ball. He hits it hard, but right at Kasenki, who'll pick it up and make an easy throw in plenty of time. It's a 6-3, and it'll bring up the top of the order.
Left fielder, number 6, Cullen Weiss.
Weiss, the left fielder, is 0 for 1 with a K. He struck out to lead off the bottom half of the first. It was the first of 2 strikeouts that Shores has so far. And he gets a fastball on the outside. 0-1 to the lefty batting left fielder. The A's lead 2-0. Breaking pitch inside for a called strike. Quickly 0-2 to Weiss. And a swing and a miss on a curveball. Down and away. Weiss couldn't make any contact. And he's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. There's 2 quick outs in the inning for Christian McKelvey.
Shortstop, number 3, Christian McKelvey.
Fastball, called strike, 0-1. Schwartz with his usual quick work. As that one misses down and in for a ball, 1-1. Schwartz only takes about 5 or 6 seconds between pitches before he's ready to go as he gets a swing and a miss, 1-2. Pace of play is very much a part of Schwartz's game. And now the 1-2. Swung on and grounded to Kasenki at short. He'll pick it up and sidearm it in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 2 grounds out to short and a strikeout. And we'll head to the top half of the 4th inning. And the A's still leading in this game. It's 2-0.
Leading off for the A's, designated hitter, number 27, Logan Reckert.
It'll be Reckert, Kasenki, and then Saltzman. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. A's have 2 runs that came at the top of the first, and it's held up so far through the first 3 innings. As Reckert will take one off the outside for a ball. Reckert grounded into a 5 unassisted force out to end the first inning, and now he'll hit that one right back to the pitcher. And that'll be an easy play as Peterson will go towards first and then underhand it, and it's a 1-3 put out for the first out.
Shortstop, number 14, Grant Kosenki.
Danny, and ask him who is officially supposed to be keeping track of the time of the game.
So now it's Grant Kasanke. Grounded out to third to begin the second inning. He's 0 for 1. And he takes a called strike from Charlie Peterson. Now that one misses down and away. A ball and a strike. And the 1-1. This one catches the outside. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Up here, we just didn't know if we were the official timekeepers or not, so we can watch it. Now he's swinging a foul. Just up the third base line. Still 1-2 to Kasanke. With Saltzman in the top of the order due up next. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that was off the outside. That's a strikeout. The second out of the inning. The first strikeout for Peterson.
Center fielder, number 26, Chris Saltzman.
It'll bring up Saltzman. He's 0 for 2. He's popped out in foul territory to the catcher, and he's grounded out to short. And the left-handed batting center fielder takes one off the outside at a curve for a ball, 1-0. Another curve. This time it catches the inside. He's down the middle on the inner third, and it's 1-1. Now a fastball grounded over to Koplitz at first base, and it's going to be foul. Went just foul, so it's just going to be a strike. And Saltzman is going to have a chance to keep swinging the bat. It's now a 1-2 count. Should Saltzman reach here, it'll be Warner due up next. 2 out in the inning, nobody on base. It's a 2-0 lead for the A's. That one is way high and outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch, curveball. Missing off the outside. So Saltzman fell behind early in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. And has taken a couple of close pitches. And he's worked it full. And now he's going to take first, as that's inside for ball 4. So Saltzman to first base. That'll bring up Mark Warner.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
Warner has grounded out to first, and he's singled. That came in the second. He's eventually stranded at second after he had that single in the second inning. As now he'll pop that one up. This will be out of play foul.
Surely you can't be serious.
On to New Jersey Avenue, 0-1.
I don't know me serious.
Now the runner is off on the pitch, and Saltzman is going to be thrown out. A perfect throw from Brewer right on the second base bag.
It is time
And
for
an easy tag applied, and that will end the inning. So the A's get a base runner, but he's thrown out, trying to advance on a stolen base.
Tonight's question: who led the A's in hits?
So a caught stealing, and it'll be Mark Warner to lead it off in the top of the 5th, but we'll head to the bottom of the 4th.
Chuck Dykert or C.
And the A's still lead over the Red Sox. It's 2-0.
Pat Murray.
His answer is C. Pat Murray.
Alex Brewer will lead it off after he caught Saltzman stealing to end the top of the inning. He'll bat to lead off the bottom as he takes one inside for a ball. It's Brewer, Koplitz, and Smith. 3, 4, 5 in the order. Now a called strike, 1-1.
I don't know if it's my walkie-talkie or what, but it barely comes through.
1-1 fastball, just misses off the outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now that one's lined over to Barry at second. He'll make a leap and a catch. Nice play by Barry to record the out.
First baseman, number 64, Cameron Koplitz.
Now it's Cameron Koplitz, the first baseman, who's 0 for 1. He flew out to Warner. That came in the first. That ended the first inning. Schwartz so far has held the Red Sox to just 2 base hits. Now that one's grounded to Kasenki at short. Couple of hops, he'll pick it up. It's a low throw, but a nice play by Sutton to dig that one out. Saves an error and gives the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 5, Tanner Smith.
So now it's Tanner Smith. First hit came in the first inning with 1 out. That was from McKelvey. And then Braden Elliott had a single in the second. That was an infield single. So that one misses for a ball. Smith has popped out to Kasenki as he swings and misses. 1-1 now. There's 2 outs in the inning. And Schwartz changed up on him, and he was way out ahead of it. Was Smith. It's now 1-2. That one just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Bases empty. A's still leading 2-0. And a swing and a miss. Schwartz gets the strikeout. He struck out 1 in every inning so far. He's got 4, does Schwartz, and we'll head to the top of the 5th. A's still leading the Rubicon Red Sox in this Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic tournament game. It's 2-0 A's. Warner will lead it off in the top of the 5th. He was at the plate when Saltzman was caught stealing on the 2-6 putout that ended the inning. And he'll take a called strike, 0-1. So it'll be Warner, Moses, and Stelz. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. It's the A's try to pad their lead a little bit here. They scored 2 in the top of the first. And it's held up thanks to the phenomenal start so far from Schwartz, as that one's fouled. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Warner has singled and grounded out. He's 1 for 2. Now a curveball that hangs up in the zone, and Warner hammers it, and that's going to be over the head of Weiss in left field. It's going to one-hop off the fence, and Warner's going to have a double. There's a hang-in breaking ball. Warner waited back nicely, and he hit it right on the screws.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
Was a missile over the head of Weiss in left, who had no shot at making a play. So the A's put a runner at second with nobody out for their middle of the order. It'll be Josh Moses. He's singled and been hit by a pitch. It's yet to be retired in 2 plate appearances, and now that one is low and away, gets away from Brewer. A wild pitch. Warner goes to third base. The A's have a insurance run, 90 feet away, nobody out. It's a 1-0 count. The 1-0, and Moses hits that one in the left. It's deep. Weiss going back at the wall, and it's gone. A 2-run home run from Josh Moses, and the A's add 2 more. They lead 4-0. Josh Moses, who had been hurt with an ankle injury the last week or so, this is his first start. Did play yesterday in a pinch after a pinch hit appearance, and he showed no signs of slowing down. That's his now ties him for the team lead with 5 home runs. And it'll bring up Harry Stelt.
Looks like we might have a pitching change.
Yep.
And we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a short break as we'll head to the, or as we'll have a pitching change here. It's the top of the 5th inning. A's got 2 in on the home run by Josh Moses. So it's a 4-0 lead. We'll head to the top, take a short break. There's nobody out. It'll be Harry Stelt coming in.
I don't have a 28.
As the A's now lead 4-0.
Thanks to Josh Moses.
Stelt.
It'll be Harry Stelt. Now against the new pitcher.
Doesn't matter, this isn't a new game, you don't care about their stats.
We are unsure of the.
What was that?
Can you repeat that, please?
We are unsure of the pitcher's name. He is not listed on the official lineup card.
Could I ask multiple players?
I still don't know what she said.
God.
So it's a 2-ball, no strike count to Harry Stelt.
Just leave
It's a called strike. It's 2-1. Again, the A's lead 4-0. It was a 2-run home run by Moses. As that one's fouled away, 2-2. That forced Charlie Peterson, the starter, out of the game. Now the 2-2 inside, and that drills Harry Stelt, so he'll take first. A hit by pitch. Third hit batter by a Red Sox pitcher.
First baseman, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
So to bring up Mitch Sutton now, runner at first base.
Courtesy runner.
And we're going to have I believe it's a pinch runner, because the courtesy runner only applies for the...
Weston Nelson.
I think they can do it for any starter or something.
Running for Stelt, number 30, Weston Nelson.
So it'll be Weston Nelson, now running for Harry Stelt. There's a fastball up in the zone, gets away from Brewer, off his glove, as Nelson will take second on a wild pitch. So Nelson goes up to second base. It's a 1-0 count, and it's a curveball for a called strike to Sutton. So it's a ball and a strike. Nobody out in the inning. And it's a called strike on a fastball. It's 1-2. Now he's swinging a ground ball over to third base. Wiedmeyer will pick it up and make the throw, and he'll throw it offline and up the first base foul line, as it'll bring Koplitz off of first, as he had to leap out of the air to grab that one. So it's an E5. Everybody's going to be safe. Nelson does not advance.
Catcher, number 9, Taylor Grimm.
As that ball was hit in front of him, did not advance. So runners at first and second for Grimm. He's grounded out, and he has the 2-run single. It was with the bases loaded and 2 outs. That was in the top of the first. And he'll swing and miss, and it's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch down and in, 0-2. It'll be Hunter Berry on deck. Still nobody out in the inning. 2 already in the inning. It was a double by Warner to start it off, and then Moses a home run. See, now is the co-leader with 5, and now Grimm hits that one deep down the left field line, and it's foul. Just foul. He had home run distance. It cleared the wall, but it just hooked foul. So it'll be another 0-2 count, as the A's nearly had their second home run of the inning. And now Lumens arguing that the ball wrapped around the pole. Moses thinks it's a home run. But the call will stand.
You got replay?
So it's an 0-2 count. And Grimm takes one down and away for a ball, 1-2. Blocked by Brewer, keeps the runners at first and second. The 1-2. Down and away and get off the end of the glove of Brewer. That's going to allow both runners to advance. Sutton goes to second. Nelson to third. The A's have 2 runners in scoring position. There's still nobody out in the inning. Now that one is low. It's going to move it full. Brewer able to get in front of it. It does bounce away a little bit, but not nearly far enough for Nelson to try and score. So it's a full count, and Grimm on a 3-2 pitch fouls it back. Another 3-2 again. Swung on and fouled back again. So it's still 3-2. Runners at second and third. There's still nobody out in the inning. As we're going to have a timeout at the plate as Grimm will step out. And now the 3-2. Swung on and missed, a foul tip as Grimm strikes out. That's the first out of the inning. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Hunter Berry.
Second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
Berry has walked and popped out to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1 in 2 plate appearances. Looks at one inside for a ball, 1-0. With the runner off on the pitch from third. As the A's tried a suicide squeeze to steal a run, but it's popped up and it's foul. Brewer ran after it to try and snag it in the air, but couldn't get to it in time. So it's a 1-1 count. After the failed suicide squeeze. Interesting to see if the A's try it again. This time Nelson not going, and it's a pitch down and away. It's 2 balls and a strike. The pitcher set, the 2-1. Curveball. That was off the glove. It was a called strike. It's going to go to the backstop, and that's probably going to be a pass ball that allows a run to score. Brewer has been chasing balls all around on some wild pitches so far this evening, but that one's on him. It was a curveball in the zone that was just off his glove. Maybe possible that he got crossed up. But a run scores. Sutton goes to third base from second. It's now a 5-0 lead for the A's. It's a 2-2 count to Hunter Berry. Fastball down and away. Dugout by Brewer. It's a full count, 3-2. Now Berry, it's a fastball and he pops it up. And it'll be behind home plate, out of play. Still 3-2. The payoff again, that comes in and that drills Berry. Looks like it hit him on his left arm, maybe near his wrist, as he throws his bat in frustration. And he's grabbing his arm as he's walking down to first. So it'll be runners on the corners. It's now Lumens along with the trainer checking out Hunter Berry. Looks like it hit him right near his wrist. Maybe his upper arm. And he, for now, is going to stay in the game. He immediately threw his bat in frustration. It took a couple steps before he stopped and grabbed his wrist.
Designated hitter, number 27, Logan Record.
So Berry goes to first. It's Sutton still at third. Runners on the corners. Still just one out. It'll be Logan Record to DH. The seventh man to bat in the inning. Record has grounded out twice. He's 0 for 2. And a swing and a miss. 0-1. That's the fourth A's batter to be hit so far. We're in the top of the fifth. It's a 5-0 lead for the A's. They scored 2 in the top of the first. They got 2 from a 2-run home run from Moses in this inning. Then a pass ball allowed another run to score. And now that one's popped up to the right side. Giving it a look is Braden Elliott, the right fielder, but he'll run out of room as that one's out of play. 0-2. It'll be an 0-2 count. There's a look over to first. Now the pitcher set. And the 0-2 with Berry off at first, and the throw will go down to third, and it gets away from Wiedmeyer, and it's going to go into left field. Sutton's going to score, and Berry's going to go into third base. Well, that will go as an E2. Berry will get a stolen base as he took off for second. He advances to third on the E2, and Sutton scores. It's now 6-0. So Brewer having some struggles here in this inning. A pass ball and now an error has led to 2 runs. And now on a 1-2 record pops it up. It'll be out of play over the Rubicon dugout. 1-2. Down and away. 2-2. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barry dancing a little bit around third, and there's a ground ball to the left side. It'll be picked up by McKelvey in the hole at short. He'll make the out, but a run will score. Goes as a 6-3 RBI ground out for Logan Reckert. And it's now a 7-run lead. It's 7-0 A's.
Shortstop, number 14, Grant Kosenki.
So now it's Grant Kosenki. The shortstop is 0 for 2. There are now 2 outs in the inning. A's have put a 5 spot in the inning, as they have broken this game open, as it's a called strike 0-1. They came into the inning with just a 2-run lead, and what looked like it would have been a pitching matchup, or a good back and forth pitching matchup. The A's finally explode for 5. They lead by 7. It's now 1-1 to Kosenki, as that one misses down low. And now Kosenki hits that one to the right side in foul territory, and that'll be off the top of the Red Sox dugout. Koplitz ran out of room. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2, down and away, gets away from Brewer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I was swinging a hard ground ball, takes a funny hop as it gets to McKelvey at short, but he's able to make the play and get the out, and that won the inning. But the A's score 5. Big hit in the inning was the Josh Moses home run. Also an error. A pass ball allows a couple more to score. As we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th, A's now lead by a score of 7-0.
We took a look around the parking lot, and there were
Braden Elliott is going to lead it off. We're in the bottom of the 5th. A's lead by 7. 7-0 is our score. And Schwartz comes out after a long top of the inning to a nice lead. It's 7-0. And that first pitch is grounded foul up the first baseline. Foul 0-1. Schwartz has only pitched with a lead. A's spotted him 2 runs before he came out for the bottom half of the inning. And he's responded by allowing just 2 base hits, striking out 4, and giving up no runs. Sorry. So 1-1 count. And I was swinging a foul on a fastball up and in. Into the netting as it will bounce near the on-deck hitter. 1-2. Swinging a pitch on a one in the dirt. It'll be one that gets away from Grimm, but just a bit. He'll pick it up and throw it to first. So that's strikeout number 5 for Schwartz. And a 2-3 putout records the out.
Designated hitter, number 34, Justin Martin.
So now it's Justin Martin. The DH has struck out in his only at-bat so far tonight. He's 0 for 1. Fastball. This down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Now a fastball on the outside corner. It's the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1. Now a timeout called. Now the 2-1. And Martin got fooled. And a terrible swing at it, and it's 2-2. Now a swing, check swing, but the home plate umpire rules that the batter Martin didn't hold up.
The first time I talked on it, it was blaring.
So that's the second strikeout of the inning.
Third baseman, number 15, Mason Wiedmeyer.
Schwartz now with 6 on the evening. And there's a called strike. 0-1 to Wiedmeyer. The third baseman is 0 for 1. He popped out to Taylor Grimm in foul territory. Now he'll take one on the outside. It's 0-2. Schwartz trying to strike out the side. Now the 0-2. And he'll get a ground ball to Kasenki. He'll make it on the backhand. And the throw will be in time. A nice play by Kasenki. So he doesn't strike out the side, but he does get a 1-2-3 inning, and we'll head to the top of the 6th. It's the final 2 innings in this ball game, and the A's have a lead, a sizable lead over the Red Sox. It's 7-0.
I'm not.
It's just fun watching them running all sorts of weird lines.
It's the top of the 6th, and Chris Saltzman will lead it off. A's lead 7-0. He got 5 in the last inning, and it's a called strike. 0-1 to Saltzman. Be the top of the order. 1, 2, 3, Warner, and then Moses to follow. Chris Saltzman is 0 for 2. He has walked. He's also been caught stealing. As he takes a called strike, 0-2. The 0-2 misses high and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Now there's a fastball missing, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swinging a foul, still 2-2.
Going into the top of the set. It's never a bad thing. If people are behind you.
For this crowd, they're just taking $123.
Now Saltzman takes one for a ball, and he's worked it full. It's 3-2. So the leadoff batter, there's nobody out in the inning. And a fastball that will miss low. And that'll be ball 4. So Saltzman will go to first. It's his second walk of the night.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
And that'll bring up Mark Warner. In his last at bat, he got a curveball. It was from Charlie Peterson, the starter. It hung up in the zone, and he hammered it into left for a double, and he eventually scored. Just a couple pitches later when Moses hit one out into left. Pitch inside, half swing, he held up, 1-0. Warner also has a single. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
We never called Culver's yet, did we?
1-0. Off the outside. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Mark Warner. Down low, 3 balls and no strikes. And there's a strike. 3 balls and a strike now. And Warner takes another strike. He's at the top of the zone and on the outside. So it's a full count, 3-2, nobody out. In the top of the 6th. And that one is down low, ball 4. Gets past Brewer. Initially can't find it. Saltzman takes a turnaround second, but will not try to advance as Brewer was able to get to it before Saltzman could try and take third. So runners at first and second.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
It's back-to-back walks in the inning, and it'll bring up Josh Moses, who's not been retired tonight. He's singled, he's hit one out of the ballpark, and he's been hit by a pitch. And it's a strike. It's 0-1 to Moses. Pitch down low, blocked by Brewer. A ball and a strike. Timeout as we're gonna, the pitcher and Brewer are gonna re-go through the signs. It's 1-1. Now there's a fastball on the outside for a strike. Moses down 1-2. It's Harry Stout standing on deck. It's a 1-2 count, and Moses fouls that one back. Still 1-2. Two is swung on and missed as Moses is out for the first time tonight on a swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That'll bring up Harry Stelt. Runners at first and second.
Third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
Still just one out in the inning. Saltzman is at second. Warner at first. Both walked to begin the inning. There's a pitch up in the zone off the glove of Brewer, and that's going to allow two more runners to advance. That's another pass ball, the second from Brewer in as many innings. Saltzman goes to third. Warner goes to second. It's a 1-0 count. A's have two more runners in scoring position. And Stelt takes one down low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Stelt has been hit by a pitch. He's scored a run. He's also walked. He's officially 0 for 1 in 3 plate appearances. So we're going to have a timeout. We're going to have a trot out and discuss what they want to do here. It's a 2-0 count. Runners at second and third. 1 out in the inning. A's already lead by 7. They got 2 in the first. And then 5 more in the top of the 5th. That blew this game open. Now he's swinging a ground ball through the hole in the left field. Past a diving Wiedmeyer. And that's going to score Saltzman. Warner stops at third. Lumen's held him up. It's another run. It's 8-0 A's. An RBI single for Harry Stelt.
First baseman, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
And it's going to be Mitch Sutton. The first baseman's been hit by a pitch. He's reached on an error. Now there's a curveball up in the zone, off the glove of Brewer. That's going to be another run. Warner scores, it's 9-0. Now all of a sudden the A's need one more run to get their 10-run lead. The Red Sox, being the home team, would still get one final at bat. It's Stelt at second base. It's another pass ball. Brewer has really labored these last couple innings. Now Sutton, it's a weak ground ball to Wiedmeyer at third base, who will make the play and get him out. Stelt does advance. He waited for Wiedmeyer to make the throw and then took off. So he stands at third base.
The catcher, number 9, Taylor Grimm.
So it's Taylor Grimm. He had the 2-run single in the first that started the scoring. That held up until the top of the 5th when the A's got 5 more. And now 2 more here in this inning.
So do you want me to continue doing it?
He's also grounded out and struck out. He's 1 for 3. A base hit would give the A's a 10-run lead. And a 10-run rule only applies after 5 innings.
Yeah, I can do it.
Though we would play a bottom half of the inning. Now Grimm gets underneath one, pops it up. And making the play is Jonathan Dominguez, the second baseman, in very short right field, very short right center. That won the inning. But the A's get a couple more, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 6th as they increase their already sizable lead. It's now 9-0 A's.
Earlier in the game, Rubicon committed their first error and then later their second errors of the game.
I'm not used.
Leading off for Rubicon, second baseman, number 29, Jonathan Dominguez.
Jonathan Dominguez will lead it off, bottom of the 6th inning. And it's a ball, 1-0. Schwartz is still on the mound. He's given up 2 base hits, no runs. He's struck out 6. Now that one's down low. 2 balls and no strikes. It'll be 9-1-2. Dominguez, Weiss, and then McKelvey. And a swing and a miss. A mighty hack. It's 2 balls and a strike. It's just the second plate appearance for Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to short. Now he takes a called strike. It's 2-2. Curveball was up and in, and a half swing fouled. Now it's a full count, 3-2. With the top of the order due up next. And Schwartz gets a ground ball. Kasenki will make the play, and a throw is in time. Made the play in the hole, had to make the throw flat-footed. Ball took kind of a weird hop. Looked like it was supposed to take a higher bounce, but it just sort of died as it got to Kasenki.
Left fielder, number 6, Cullen Weiss.
But Kasenki with a good reaction to it. Plays the funny hop. And makes a nice throw. And now on the first pitch, Cullen Weiss pops it up in the left, and Wanner's going to make the catch in left center. It's the second of the inning.
Shortstop, number 3, Christian McKelvey.
So now it's Christian McKelvey, 2 outs in the inning.
Sheila, can you bring your microphone to Denny?
McKelvey singled and grounded out. And it's a called strike. 0-1.
Denny's coming this way.
And a swing and a miss. 0-2.
Everybody clap your hands.
Schwartz has struck out every batter in struck out at least one batter in every inning thus far. Though he does not have one yet in this inning, though he is 0-2. And there's the strikeout. That's number 7.
And now we send it over
He's
to
got
A's
one in every
general
inning,
manager,
including 2 in the
Danny
5th.
Moyer, for tonight's
And we'll head to the
50
top of the
rapid
7th.
line.
We're down to our final inning. And the A's, with a large lead, they lead the Rubicon Red Sox 9-0.
To the last man standing, so everybody get up here.
Taylor Schwartz coming in to hit for himself.
It's the top of the 9th inning, or top of the 7th, and the A's have a 9-0 lead, and it's Hunter Berry to lead it off. And he'll take one up in the zone for a ball, and it's 1-0. Schwartz is in the on-deck circle, so he will hit for himself. It's now a 1-1 count after a swing and a miss. So Logan Record will not bat. He was the DH. In the game, the A's lead by 9. Lumens is going to let Schwartz get a swing at the bat. As Berry takes one outside. 2 balls and a strike. Berry has been hit by a pitch. He's also walked, and he's popped out. And now it's 2-2. A's have 6 base hits, and those 9 runs is a curveball up and away. It's gone full to Hunter Berry. After Berry and Schwartz, it'll be then Kosenki. It's the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. There's a pitch down low for ball 4. Berry will be awarded first on his second walk of the night. And that's his third time he's reached base without a base hit. He's also hit by a pitch.
Batting for the designated hitter, the pitcher, number 7, Taylor Schwartz.
So it's Schwartz in a rare plate appearance, and he swings and misses 0-1. 0-1 to Schwartz, misses down and away, a ball and a strike. Schwartz is 1 for 2 with a walk this season. He's got a .500 average, only 2 at bats. 1 base hit was a single. As that one will get away from Brewer. Runner goes to second. That's Barry. Now there's a swing and a miss. Big rip from Schwartz, 2-2. Schwartz for his career, pretty decent hitter, a .262 average and 660 at-bats. Does have 4 career home runs, 31 doubles, and 3 triples in his career. As he'll take one low and away. It's now a full count, 3-2. Schwartz also with a .339 on base in his career. His career started in 08. He's played in every season since 08. And so he'll take one outside. That's ball 4. That's his second walk of the year.
Shortstop, number 14, Grant Kosenki.
So now it's Grant Kosenki, runners at first and second. Back-to-back walks to lead off the inning for the second straight inning. A's had 2 walks in the 6th. That led to 2 runs. As now the first pitch is popped up to Dominguez at second. Backpedaling and making the catch. As he'll take about 4 or 5 steps in right. And he'll make the catch. That's the first out.
Center fielder, number 26, Chris Saltzman.
So now it's Chris Saltzman. Saltzman is 0 for 2, but he has walked twice. Does have a run scored. And there's a big rip at it, and he's down in the count 0-1. Trying to send one way out of here. Finds himself down in an 0-1 count. A's do have a home run in the inning. That came from Josh Moses. He hit it in the 5th inning. That was part of their 5-run 5th that started the scoring. And now Saltzman hits a hard ground ball, fared on the first baseline. That'll go into the corner. Rounding third and scoring is Hunter Berry. Stopping at third is Schwartz. And Saltzman has a double. The A's add another. They now lead by 10. It's 10-0.
Left fielder, number 16, Mark Warner.
It's the first hit of the night for Saltzman. That'll bring up Warner. That went all the way into the corner. Barry was able to score easily from first base. Schwartz to third. And there's a pitch down and away, just off the end of the glove, but does not get very far from Brewer. Ball and no strikes to Warner. He's doubled. He's got a single. He's also walked. He's scored twice. He was on base when Moses hit that home run. Now he takes a called strike on the inside. It's 1-1. The only time Warner's been retired was in the first. He grounded out to first. But since then, he's 2 for 2 with a walk. Still just 1 out in the inning, and now he hammers that one in the right but it's going to hang up, and the catch is going to be made, and actually the right fielder dropped it. Well, be ruled in E9. Warner hit it well. He hit it right at the right fielder, though, and he had it in his glove, and Elliott just dropped it. So a run scores. It's now 11-0. Schwartz comes home from third. Saltzman goes to third. Warner at first. And it's Josh Moses. Now Moses on the first pitch pops it up into right, and Dominguez racing over can't make the catch. That'll be ruled a base hit as a pop-up. Moses puts it in the right spot. Dominguez, the second baseman, was the one who had the best shot at it, and it was just past
That
his
was right
glove.
fielder Josh Moses. Now batting, third baseman, number 19, Harry Stelz.
So now it's 12-0 as the A's just keep pouring it on. It'll be an RBI for Josh Moses, a single. It scores Saltzman. And now Stelt hits one deep into right center. And that's going to get down. That's a base hit.
He's going to catch up to each other.
Coming around third and scoring is Mark Warner, and Moses, who was right behind him, stops at third.
Moses was going to pass Warner.
Moses and Warner were only about a couple feet from each other as Moses caught up to Warner as they were rounding third base.
First baseman, number 45, Mitch Sutton.
Looked like both Moses and Warner would have scored almost at the same time, but Lumens held up Moses at third base. It's another run, though. It's a double for Stelt.
I think the first baseman's going to go and pitch.
It's a 13-0 lead. A's now have 8 hits. And we're going to have another pitching change, so we'll take a short break. And when we come back, it'll be runners at second and third. Mitch Sutton will be batting. And the A's have a 13-0 lead.
Now batting for the A's, number 39, Adam Ryan.
It's the top of the 7th, and Adam Ryan will bat. Pinch hitting for Mitch Sutton in the game. The A's have a 13-0 lead. There's runners at second and third. And it's a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. The new person on the mound is number 64, Cameron Koplitz. He's the manager for the Red Sox. He was playing first base. And now that one comes inside, nearly hits the batter Ryan. It's 1-1.
If you got time.
Now Ryan swings and misses, 1-2. The 1-2 from Koplitz, and that one's lined in the right. That's another base hit. Moses is going to score. Stout being waved around third, and the throw is high over the head of Brewer. Will go to the backstop, and that's another run. It's 15-0. On the throw, Ryan goes up to second base. It's a 2-run single.
Catcher, number 9, Taylor Grimm.
And now it's Taylor Grimm. He's the 9th man to bat in the inning. There's still just one out in the inning. The A's have scored 13 runs in the last 3 innings. And that one's swung on and popped to the netting, 0-1. This was 2-0 as we headed into the top of the 5th. The A's have exploded for 5 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and now 6 here in the 7th. So there's a wild pitch that will get away. And it's a new catcher. It's number 37, Corey Leisner. Brewer, I believe Brewer is out of the game.
Oh, see ya.
And now that one's lined down the left field line. That's going to be a double. Another run scores. As Grimm is going to take a turn around second and held up. And the A's just keep pouring it on. That's their 7th run of the inning. They now lead 16-0.
Yeah. Cole McClavick running for Ryan. Second baseman, number 15, Hunter Berry.
Cole McClavick will be the courtesy runner again. It's the second time he's come in for Grimm. Again, the rules in this tournament allow catchers to be run for with a courtesy runner. So now it's Hunter Berry. He started this inning off with a walk. And he takes one inside for a ball, 1-0. It's a called strike, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swung on it, popped up. Leisner's going to give it a look, but it'll be out of his reach. So that goes behind home plate, out of play. It's now 1-2. The 10th man to bat in the inning. Schwartz is on deck. And he also walked in this inning. Now Berry pops that one up in foul territory. Leisner, the catcher, settles underneath it, and then he trips and falls, and that's going to fall in foul territory.
Score it.
Foul ball.
Okay.
So what should have been the second out, Berry lives for at least one more pitch. As Leisner tripped and fell as that ball came crashing safely to the turf. Now, Berry, who gets an extra pitch, will hit one into center. That's going to be a base hit. So Berry taking advantage of the what should have been a caught pop-up will go to first on a base hit. McClavick, the courtesy runner, goes to third.
The pitcher, number 7, Taylor Schwartz.
So now it's Taylor Schwartz. He hit in this inning, and what he probably thought was only going to be one at bat, but as the A's have batted around, will bat again, and he swings and grounds it over to Dominguez at second base. He'll be thrown out. He will be given an RBI as McClavick scores, and it's now 17-0.
Shortstop, number 14, Grant Kusenke.
So now it's Grant Kusenke. Barry goes to second on the play, goes as a 4-3 RBI ground out. And it's Grant Kusenke who takes a called strike 0-1. Now he takes one off the outside, 0-2. Or excuse me, 1-1. Kusenke and Warner are the only two batters not to reach safely in the inning. Kusenke popped out. Warner did hit a ball hard on what would have probably been a sac fly, but the right fielder Elliott dropped it as Warner was able to reach first. It's now a 1-2 count. Kusenke is 0 for 4, although he has played some stellar defense behind Schwartz tonight. And he'll take one just off the outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are now 2 outs in the inning. It's Barry at second base. And Kusenke lines that one to first base. And the catch will be made. Couldn't quite sneak it over the head of the first baseman, and the inning will end. But the A's ride an 8-run inning into the bottom half of the 7th, 3 outs away.
Enjoying and singing, Take Me Out to the Ball.
As they've turned this one into a laugher, they lead the Rubicon Red Sox 17-0. It'll be Corey Leisner. And Schwartz looking for the complete game shutout, and it's a called strike. And it's 0-1. Leisner came in defensively last inning for Alex Brewer, who is now out of the game. Brewer finished 0 for 2. Now Leisner on the first pitch hits it hard, but right at Josh Moses. And that's the first out of the inning.
Pitcher, number 64, Cameron Koplitz.
Now it'll be Cameron Koplitz. Started the night as the first baseman and came in just as a mop-up role in the last inning. And he takes one inside for a ball, 1-0. So Koplitz now the pitcher. See, he takes one inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Schwartz has given up just 2 base runners, and only one was a hard hit ball. The other was an infield single. as that one's grounded to Schwartz on a high hop. And it'll be thrown over to Sutton in time. That's going to end the inning, or be the second out.
Center fielder, number 5, Tanner Smith.
It ends Koplitz's at bat, and now it's Tanner Smith. First pitch is fouled off the facing of the A's dugout, 0-1. Smith has popped out and struck out. Now a swing and a miss. Smith trying to hit one out of here, and he's down to the count 0-2. And Schwartz a strike away from ending this ball game. And there's a swing and a foul, just getting a piece of it. Still 0-2. A's have a 17-0 lead as that one's down low, 1-2. And now that one is lined down the left field line, foul. And still 1-2. This score might prove to be important should a tiebreaker arise, because fewest runs allowed and run differential are some of the tiebreakers, and in a 17-0 lead that could prove to be a clincher after the 3 games the A's play in pool plays. It's now a 2-2 count, and now full as that one misses outside. It's a full count. There's 2 outs in the inning. Nobody on base. And a curveball on the inside corner. Schwartz strikes him out. That's his 8th K, and that ends the game. Schwartz pitched phenomenally. Gave up just 2 base runners. Did not walk a batter. Gets the win. Strikes out 8.
Your game wrap-up for the A's, 17 runs, 11 hits, no errors. 7 men left on base for the Rubicon Red Sox. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. 2 men left on base. Winning pitcher, Taylor Schwartz. Losing pitcher, Charlie Peterson. Time of game, 2 hours, 8 minutes.
The Rubicon Red Sox
All yours.
Your Sheboygan A's once again return home
score no runs. They're shut out. They get just 2 base hits, and they commit 3 errors. The A's score 17 runs on 11 base hits. They were errorless on defense. They scored 2 in the first, and then they scored 15 runs in the final 3, 5 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 8 in the 7th. As they turned what looked like it would be a close game into a blowout as they win the first game of their pool in the Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic, 17-0.
We thank you for attending tonight's game. Again, keep up with all things
The A's
Sheboygan
next
A's
game
on
will
our
be
website, sheboyganbaseball.org.
Tomorrow night.
Please drive home safely.
And first pitch for that is scheduled for 5 o'clock. They'll be taking on the Pewaukee Muskies before they will then take on the West Dallas Nighthawks following that game. So they'll have a doubleheader. They moved to 1-0 in pool play. They can win at least 1 tomorrow. They set themselves up very well to advance. If they can sweep tomorrow, they will advance to the semifinal on Sunday. And the championship will also be on Sunday. That will be at 2 o'clock. The semifinal will be at 10 a.m. Both those games will be at West Bend. Schwartz will be the winning pitcher. Charlie Peterson takes the loss. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm Joey Grundle, your voice for the Sheboygan A's on the SheboyganBaseball.org broadcast. The A's win 17-0. Join us tomorrow as the A's have a doubleheader. First pitch for Game 1 with the Pewaukee Muskies was scheduled for 5 p.m. But until then,
It's that way.
enjoy your night, and we'll see you tomorrow.